Today on The Champions, we take a look at some of the great men in soccer, including Spanish goal machine Raúl, top-class striker and toast of Barcelona Ronaldinho, talented French midfielder and World Footballer of the Year Zinedine Zidane, and Brazilian superstar and World Cup hero Ronaldo. All that and more on The Champions. Spain has produced many talented players in the sport of soccer, and Madrid's homegrown idol Raúl is up there amongst the best. An athlete with great instincts, he is extremely fit and quick and has the ability to read the game like no other. Raúl González Blanco was born in the suburbs of Madrid and grew up playing soccer at a club his father supported and loved. Showing considerable promise, his father signed him to the Atletico Madrid youth team at the age of 13, but was soon left without a club when the youth program dissolved. He then turned to local rivals Real Madrid, where success came quickly. And with success came the endorsements. Raúl, along with two other Real Madrid players, David Beckham and Zinedine Zidane, starred in an advertisement for sporting goods giant Adidas. The talented trio, who were in China for a training camp, launched the star-studded commercial, taking advantage of the Real mania that had taken hold of the soccer-mad fans. When Raúl first pulled on a Real Madrid shirt, he became the youngest player to do so, at just 17 years and 4 months, and was soon well on the way to becoming Spain's new superstar. In his first season, the gifted teenager scored 9 times in 28 appearances, as well as winning the Spanish League Championship medal. Being part of the huge corporation that is Real Madrid has allowed the talented striker to experience the highs of championship wins. The successful soccer club has won the Spanish League Championship an incredible 28 times. As well as coming runner-up 15 times, they have a huge fan base not only in their home country but around the world as well, and it's players like Raúl that the fans have come to love. At international level, the prolific goal scorer became the cornerstone of a new, youthful Spanish side. He finished top scorer with 11 goals in the UEFA European Championship 2000 qualifiers. As a player, he has won numerous titles, including the Primera League, Spanish Super Cup and Champions League, as well as the Champions League Striker of the Year 2 years in a row. He also put himself in the Real Madrid record books in 2001 by scoring the 700th goal for the powerhouse club in all European competitions. Raúl has worked hard over the years, bringing his game to a new level, becoming one of the top players in the world. A very good one-on-one player, he often takes on huge responsibilities. He is an intelligent player who learns quickly from any mistakes and rarely commits the same error twice. Playing at a club that has lured the best in the business, Raúl, the Spanish goal machine, shines in a modern galaxy of stars. Brazilian superstar Ronaldinho is the toast of Barcelona. The recent signing that has seen him go from Paris Saint-Germain to the historic Barcelona Football Club has brought jubilation to the stands of the Nou Camp Stadium. Ronaldinho is a top-class striker and dazzling dribbler and has joined Barcelona at the cost of $51.71 million. The Spanish club has been disappointing of late, not winning a title for the past 4 years, but the Brazilian athlete is delighted with his move, feeling privileged to be part of a squad of high-quality players. Barcelona has been home to some of the greatest players in the history of the game, including Diego Maradona, Gary Lineker, Romario and Brazil teammate Ronaldo. With the addition of Ronaldinho, the Spanish super club is on their way to greater accomplishments. Ronaldinho's home league debut had fans queuing up at the Nou Camp to buy tickets for the second match of the 2003 Spanish season. The Brazilian, who missed his country's opening World Cup qualifier against Colombia because of suspension, was outstanding in the club's pre-season fixtures. And with moves like this, it's no wonder his services were in demand. In a television commercial for sportswear giant Nike, Ronaldinho showed off some of the skills that have made him one of the most talented players around. Renowned for his sharp shooting and ability to conjure opportunities out of nothing, he has established himself as one of the major attractions of the Brazilian national side. But winning a World Cup title has been a struggle for the Brazilian side, a nation that loves the world game like no other. In 2002, Ronaldinho, along with Ronaldo and Rivaldo, were the cornerstones on the side. They scored 13 of their 16 goals, as well as missing as many again. Not since the legendary team of 1970 had Brazil seen such offensive power. Ronaldinho sent England crashing out of the competition with a freak quarter-final strike that caught Arsenal goalkeeper David Seaman horribly out of position. The striker was then sent off following a late tackle on England defender Danny Mills, but returned for the final. With the scars of the 1998 3-0 loss to France still fresh in their minds, Brazil were able to put the memories to rest, with a 2-0 win over Germany in the final, winning their 5th World Cup title. The creative brilliance of Ronaldinho, along with teammates Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos and Rivaldo, saw him nominated for the Golden Ball Award.
Ronaldinho, Brazil.
The Golden Ball Award nominates 10 players for the best of the tournament, and it included some of the biggest names in the game. Along with Ronaldinho's nomination was Germany's goalkeeper Oliver Kahn. With the 2003 season in full swing, Barcelona was looking for great things from their new star recruit. A crowd of over 45,000 cheered wildly for Ronaldinho, and the Brazilian made an immediate impact as he set up Ricardo Quaresma for the opening goal. He then got on the score sheet 6 minutes after the restart, when his shot was deflected and slipped inside the left post. As his reputation has spread worldwide, Ronaldinho has been in top demand. Finishing twice as top scorer in the FIFA Cup, he was on the wanted list of several European clubs. But with Barcelona securing his services, the versatile, skillful and enthusiastic striker is sure to thrill the Spanish fans as he displays his wonderful talent. Zinedine Zidane learned to play football in the back streets of Marseille, France, where he was discovered by a talent scout when he was 14. He signed as a schoolboy with Caen Football Club and was barely 17 when he made his debut in the French First Division. By the 1990-91 season, he had become a regular on the side, although he could do nothing to prevent Caen from being relegated at the end of the following season. He responded by packing his bags and seeking a fresh challenge with Girondins de Bordeaux. With the classy Zidane in their ranks, Bordeaux were consistent contenders for the French Championship. though his first major achievement came in the UEFA Cup at the end of the 1995-96 season, when Bordeaux reached the final before losing out to the mighty Bayern Munich. By this time, Zidane was already being compared to the legendary Michel Platini, a player he had watched at close range when he was a ball boy at the UEFA European Championships in 1984. His dazzling entrance into the international stage was a foretaste of greater things to come. He had come on as a substitute against the Czech Republic, with France trailing 2-0, and salvaged his side a draw, scoring 2 memorable goals. But his real breakthrough came in the 1995-96 European Championship season. After a series of consistently brilliant performances for both club and country, Zidane was swamped with offers to join Europe's top clubs. He eventually decided on a move to Italian club Juventus, where his first success in Italy came at the 1996 FIFA Cup World Championship. The much-admired footballer went back home to France, where he hosted a friendly match to raise money for a children's charity in Algeria. The capacity crowd at Bordeaux Stadium gave a rapturous welcome to their homegrown star. The midfielder captained the side against Bordeaux and came out firing, taking advantage of poor defence in the first half, establishing a 3-0 lead after 35 minutes. Zidane helped to set up his side's third goal with precision passing, crossing to compatriot Christophe Dugarry, who scored off the rebound. Even though Zidane and his all-star friends were beaten on the night, the thunderous applause from the appreciative crowd showed that everyone was a winner. Supporting another worthy cause, Zidane teamed up with Brazil's Ronaldo to make a promotional film to support an end to poverty. Zidane's reputation of having brilliant ball control and an outstanding work rate spread when he became the toast of the 1999 FIFA World Cup, scoring his first 2 goals. With the help of the talented midfielder, France added the European Championship to their accolades the following year, prompting national coaches from around the globe to name Zidane as World Footballer of the Year for the second time in 3 years. A year later, Zidane moved to Spanish club Real Madrid for a world record transfer fee of $58.43 million. The contract was for 4 years, with an option to extend for an extra year. It was a dream come true for the dependable Frenchman, and his hard work was soon rewarded with a Spanish Super Cup trophy to add to his growing list of achievements. Born in the working-class Almada district of Lisbon, Portugal, Luís Figo began his career as a street footballer. He made his debut in Sporting Lisbon's first team in 1989 at the remarkably young age of 16, becoming a world champ as part of the Portuguese under-16 squad, then 2 years later in the under-20 category. Having been described as the complete footballer, Figo has the touch of an artist, creating and scoring goals with style and flair. Back in his early days, Figo was unable to command a place in Lisbon's starting lineup until the 1991-92 season, but when he did break through, he quickly became a linchpin in the side. By the 1994-95 season, he was already wearing the captain's armband, even though he was only 23. He captained his team to victory in the Portuguese Cup and led them to second place in the league during his last season in Lisbon. In the run-up to the following season, Figo hit the headlines when he signed provisional contracts with both Juventus and Parma. FIFA stepped in and banned Figo from moving to Italy for 2 years, which paved the way clear for Barcelona, who snapped him up for a bargain £1.4 million. His new coach, Johan Cruyff, turned the midfielder into a right winger, and soon Figo was being hailed as one of the world's best forwards. Together, Figo and Barcelona had great domestic and international success, winning the Cup Winners' Cup and the European Super Cup. They clinched consecutive Spanish League titles in 1998 and 99 and lifted the Spanish Cup in 97 and 98. Figo earned his international cap in 1991 when he was picked for the national squad by his childhood coach and mentor Carlos Queiroz. In 1996, Portugal qualified for the European Championships in England with a young team that featured the likes of Figo, João Pinto and Rui Costa. They dazzled fans with their fast-paced style before being knocked out by the Czech Republic in the quarter-finals. Making a courageous decision, Figo moved from Barcelona to Real Madrid for the incredible sum of £37 million, a world record transfer at the time, signing a 6-year contract that guaranteed him earnings of more than £27 million a year. And Figo has certainly earned his keep. His 2000 season saw him win the European Player of the Year award, only the third player from Real Madrid to achieve that feat, voted as the best player in the world by World Soccer magazine and came runner-up as the FIFA Player of the Year. During that time, he showed why he was honoured with such awards by putting on a great display for Real Madrid, scoring 2 goals and assisting in others. The following year, Figo went one better and was honoured as the FIFA Player of the Year, beating David Beckham and Raul, who came second and third respectively. He has also been awarded the Portuguese Player of the Year 5 times. Despite all the sporting triumphs and honours that have come his way, Figo has always remained modest and down to earth. He has given praise when deserved and taken it with grace. Luis Figo is not only a sporting legend, but a gentleman as well. The home of Real Madrid, the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, has seen the signings of some huge talent, and Brazilian striker Ronaldo is up there with the best. The superstar, who helped Brazil reach their 5th World Cup title in 2002 with 8 goals, has expressed his desire to play for the Spanish powerhouse, and after some last-minute negotiations, was soon a Real Madrid player. When he met the fans at the Bernabéu Stadium, he made a huge impression. Waving to the crowd of over 200 people, he told of his intention to repay the club with goals, which made the crowd erupt in a raucous cheer. The striker was Real Madrid's 3rd big-name signing in successive summers, with Luis Figo and Zinedine Zidane already having made the change. One of the best footballers in the history of the sport, the Brazilian captured the hearts and imagination of the world at a young age. But in the beginning, when Ronaldo was growing up in a poor suburb outside Rio de Janeiro, no one from the neighbourhood ever dreamed he would grow up to become a superstar of soccer. Today, however, Ronaldo's fame has put the small town of Bento Ribeiro, where he lived for 17 years, in the spotlight.